Hello and welcome. In this lecture, we are going to use the basic arithmetic operators in C#. So I'm in the design view of our C# application. I'm just going to click on, make sure you've got this clicked, default.aspx.cs, then go back into your design view and double click on the OK button. If you double click on the OK button, it will give you this, it will show the code, and you have the cursor flashing just where the OK button is, just underneath there. Okay. All right. So what we are going to do is write some code. We're going to declare some variables and we'll use that to perform some arithmetic operations. All right, so before you declare variables, you need to specify the type. So it's going to be an integer, so I'll specify int. I'll call the variable I. I'll set the value to say 4. Okay, I'll tap down, create another variable. Again, call this one J. Give it a value of say 6. I'll create another variable to input the result. Okay, again it will be an integer and the name of this variable will be result, which will be equals to the value of I plus, we're using the operator now, plus J. All right, so if I execute this code, it should output 10. So I'll save it first. Whenever you see the yellow strip, it means it hasn't been saved. I'll click to save and then run it. Let's see what it does. Before running the code, I have decided to change the variable structure slightly. So what I've done, it's always good to write as little code as possible to try and achieve the same thing. So rather than these 2 lines, I've just done the 1 line of code here. Declare the integer as the type, set it to a variable of I equals to 4 plus 6. Rather than have 2 separate variables here, I've just had 1 and then made it 4 plus 6. And I've used the result label. Remember, we created a result label. So in the result label is a dot text. So I've used the variable here, which is an integer, and I'm converting it to string using the toString method. All right. So if I save this now and run this, and I click on the OK button, it should output 10. So let's give that a go. So that's the OK button. If I click on that now, I expect 10 to, there you go. So it's outputted 10 from this code here, because we've specified this integer will be that plus that. So that's where that result 10 came from. So I'm going to stop this code and just change the operator symbol. I'm going to try the subtraction operator. So I'm just changing the value slightly. So it will be 14 take away 6. So I expect when you click on the OK button, it will output the result. So I'll save that and I'll run the code. If I click on the OK button, I will expect the value. So if you take away 14 from 6, it will output 8. Next, I'm going to try the multiplication operator. I'm just going to change the operator sign there. In C#, multiplication, the symbol, you do that with an asterisk. So I'm going to change that to say 7 times 6. I'll make it 7 times 7. 7 times 7. If I save that, I'll expect it to output the result of 7 times 7 when I click on the OK button. So let's run the code. I'll click on that to run the code. So if I click on the code, it should output the result of 7 times 7. So I'll click OK, and it's giving me 49, which is the output you get from multiplying 7 by 7. So I'll stop the code and we'll try one more, which is the division operator. So I'm going to change the value here. So I'm going to change it in C#, the way you use a slash to indicate division. So I'm going to do 24 divide by, say, 4. I'll save that and execute the code. So if I click on the OK button, it should output the result. So there you go. When you divide 24 by 4, it will give you 6. That's what that says. All right. So I just click to stop that. So in this lecture, we have used the basic operators to perform some very basic arithmetic functions. In our next lecture, we're going to look at the operator precedence, say where you have to use several of the operators together, which one takes precedence. We're going to explore that in our next lecture. For now, thanks for watching. Bye for now.